way to Bohemian Grove. Another year, 2017.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. We are making our yearly migration over here to check out all the guys who have the concentrated power and see who comes in and out of the gate. We love talking to those people.
They're usually nice.
Who have we seen before? Italian consulate? Google? We had some crazy, like,
Billy Bob?
businessman, Billy Bob. It's been very interesting all the numbers of years. We've
and our donut friend.
oh yeah, and then of course the security staff who are, what do they say? Ex-Secret Service?
Yeah, he worked for Ford and
Yeah.
possibly Nixon.
Here's Camp Meeker, one of our milestones on the way to the Grove. There are always interesting people. The security staff is always very nice, actually. I always found that ex-military and ex-Secret Service are usually very respectful individuals. Just doing a job. However, I think it's our responsibility to keep up with the information coming in and out of the Grove and make sure that staff knows that we're out there asking questions. We don't want there to be any illusion that either we've forgotten that they're congregating at the Grove or that it's a small, minuscule event that's happening. You know, we had a lot of people show up in 2012. We've had maybe less than 20 people show up in other years after that. But regardless of the number of people, we're going to always take video and we're going to record conversations that we have at the entrance of the Grove. We talk about all kinds of different topics, anywhere from what the businesses are producing of the people that show up at the Grove. So Google, obviously, they do a lot of large data mining, data collection. They might be looking out for what other companies are doing. And then, of course, the businessmen and the politicians show up or the representatives of the politicians, to find out what they're supposed to, quote, do the next year. It's all about talking points. And this is a concentration of power, a concentration of influence issue, not so much of wealth per se. We always say, well, it's the rich people or it's the 1%. Well, it's kind of like the 0.00001% if we want to be honest. So yes, it's a very small number of people. And we have to contend with jaywalkers going across the fairly busy road right now, which is very interesting. Oh, these are camp individuals. These
Bible
are,
camp.
Yeah, there is a Bible camp up here, interesting enough.
Pretty close to the...
There is, I know there's a alcohol recovery camp up here as well. Those kids look like they were part of Bible camp, though.
Yeah, hopefully not alcohol recovery. Little T, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we always talk about the wealthy and the rich, and yes, of course, we don't ever want to forget, and we don't, of course, ever want to give these so-called elite or the ultra-rich, we don't want to give them a pass, perhaps, on how they've made their money. But I think it's important to note that not everybody that's rich, of course, has made their money through some type of evil doing. So I think I go back to my axiom, which is ask questions. And that's why I personally go to the Grove. I want to ask questions. I want to see who shows up. I want to ask questions. I want to talk to people and get the word out. And my hope in all of this is that we get the word out to more people. We need to get the word out to everyone's groups and have people show up at the Grove each year. None of us can do it ourselves. And I know there's more people out there that care about what happens in the Grove. I mean, if there were 40 NBA stars that showed up in some redwood tree grove in the woods, anywhere, I mean, it could be in the middle of Philadelphia, it doesn't matter. But if they showed up and there was no press coverage, except for maybe a little blurb in some local newspaper, and everyone refused to talk about it, and yet somebody found out that 40 NBA stars were secretly meeting somewhere, I would have to imagine that the very first thing that would happen is like ESPN would pick it up and it would be all over the news. It'd be like global coverage. Oh my gosh, why are these stars from all these different teams getting together? Why are they talking to each other? What's going on? Are they making policy? You know, is something going to happen to the MDA? You know, and you know, but we get, you know, 300 or more people gathered in a grove every year, and these guys are powerful players. These are movers and shakers. Previously, certainly, there's been what would be called a conservative bent to the Bohemian Grove, but I don't buy that personally. I think that it's basically whoever's in California, big business, obviously Silicon Valley's out here, but all these big movers and shakers are out here. And then they take their little business deals and their talking points and discussions back to their companies and consulates and you know, political agenda, and they write all this stuff up, and then the next year we see it show up in the news, you know. And just like I say, every year, this is basically a second part of what's called Bilderberg. You know, we call Bohemian Grove Bilderberg West. Oh, look at this. They added a stop sign. How lovely.
That's weird.
Oh, they're doing, look at this. That's the reason why right there. The road broke out. That is new. Looks like they're not maintaining their roadway system here next to a river. They got a little stream over here. How interesting. Life happens, right?
That's right.
That's probably a pretty good analogy too, man. The roads crumble if you don't maintain them, and so that's why we're out here. We don't want our future to crumble, and we want to know what's happening. So, but yeah, so basically these talking points. Every year it happens. Bilderberg. Every year, somewhere in the world, they're holding Bilderberg. All right, so here we have the Bohemian cutoff right here. This is how we would go. We're gonna make it over here. I believe there's a pullout, isn't there? Did I take this the wrong way?
No, you're going the right way.
I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, Monte Rio Variety Show, but essentially...
Variety? Oh, that's the show.
Yeah, there is a variety show that's happening. In fact, I got a write-up in the Press Democrat.
That shows who's gonna. It's a bunch of country music singers, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
They've
but
had
I
some
want to. I don't. Oh, it's telling me that there's one more mile yet.
Which is fine. Yeah.
That was a pullout to Bohemian Highway, but I don't know what that was. I can't remember from previous years. I have a little bit of a mapping system going on here. Anyways, yeah, I just think that if there's anything that we can do to spread the word, we need people to get out to the Grove, contact us, help with finding a list of people that you want to mail the Grove information to. If you want to protest, if you want to just talk to other people interested in why there's so much concentration of influence and power in one place, if you just want to write a news article about it, you want to take pictures for magazines, there's any numbers of things to do. Was that a park right back there? I was not about to leave my car down the road at all. See, that's the entrance to the Bohemian Highway is way over there, right?
Right, so that's the other.
So we go this way? Is it down there?
Or you can go that way too. Yeah, you can go down the river.
Or is
you
it,
can
is
go
it
over here.
it's the next one, right?
Yeah.
Next one. So that's the one that goes down behind where all of the businesses are. This is the actual entrance.
Oh, no sign. Isn't that nice?
What did it say? Bohemian Grove Cottages?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Oh, that's cool.
Here we have the county sheriff.
Highway
No.
patrol.
Highway
That's the second patrol I've seen.
Highway patrol this time.
There's another one. I've never seen so many cops. Whoa. Cars out. Yin yang. What's
Hey,
going on?
Cheers.
How you doing?
Great.
All right.
we're late this year, man.
Just a few minutes
A
late.
lot of parking, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that.
I made you something.
Cars are everywhere.
It says no parking.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Park, right? There's no parking.
There's no parking.
But there is no signs here that say anything about no parking.
So you're gonna risk it.
I am totally. Because remember the sheriff the last
Be
time?
careful. They might try to give you a ticket for this, though.
For what?
For your windshield.
That's fine.
That's like a fix-it ticket.
Yeah, there's no more such things as tickets anymore.
Oh, really?
No. But what I can do is park right here, and if the highway patrol asks me to move, I will probably do that.
Let's hope they ask nicely.